Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. Today, we're spotlighting indie games sent in by you! From vampire hunting nuns to haunted handymen, we will break down your wildest picks, mechanics, and surprises. I am your host, Ace, and joining me, he is my brother in undead arms, shouting the same battle cry as I. Death to Kronos! It's Josh.
Okay, I thought you were going somewhere besides Hades 2 there when you said my brother in arms, and I thought we were talking about the nun game. And I thought my battle cry was just going to be So I was waiting for that, and then I realized it was a Hades 2 reference, which is still very good. That's a great reference.
It was a great reference, but you know that
is might be make no sense until we get into these games.
Yours might be a little.
Look
better.
at the trailers, people.
For nothing.
Look at the trailers.
All right, Josh, I'm gonna need a little drum roll from you.
Oh, okay, here we go.
And back from his infinite vacations, returned to us by the gods of Olympus themselves, making his first appearance in the indie episode in over a month, it's Ryan.
What? That has got to be the worst drum roll I've ever heard in my life.
What drum roll was that?
I'm not a beatboxer, man.
Josh
What do
is
you want
like
from
on the
me?
side of a boat, like he's just like
like,
patting the water.
yeah.
That was not a drum roll. Yeah.
Like, do it without using your hands.
Well, that's not to do it without using your
That's
hands.
an annoying vibration sound.
It's better than
No
what
one said
you
you had to
did.
put your hands on your hips and go like.
Anyways, I'm back, baby. I am
Yeah,
back.
you're back.
Ryan's
There you are.
back. Ryan, how was the 7th vacation?
Listen, man, I'm a busy guy. People know me. People want to see me. It's what we do, man.
You think you're too good for the indie show? Is that it? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what. he
Well,
told me.
after
yeah.
today, we'll see with what we got going on. So
I don't know. It sounds like Ace is trying to bribe Ryan with some interesting visuals.
That'll keep-
in some of these games.
hey, that's
If that doesn't keep him around.
that's none your business.
He's got none jokes. All right. Fellas, there were actually no indie game showcases today. It's sad, but true.
Slackers.
Unreal.
So instead, I had to make my own little showcase out of games sent in by our listeners and our friends. But first, Hades 2 came out.
Oh,
Hades 2 came out to
yeah.
very good reception. Some people saying it is possibly a Game of the Year candidate, and we've been playing it. And I want to get Ryan's first impressions on this, since he did not play Hades 1.
I was going to say, he never played Hades at all, so
Yeah.
this is his first go at this franchise.
I did not play Hades 1. I hopped in. I'm like, well, I'll get some time in because I saw that we were going to cover it on the indie episode, and then we ended up not recording yesterday, which gave me a little more time. I'm only about an hour in, but what I've played so far is freaking awesome, dude. Like it is so crisp and clean. It's beautiful. The audio is amazing. The voiceover stuff is amazing. Like the attacks, like everything I've done so far, just getting into like the bare bones beginning of this game, I've loved it so far. Yeah, it's amazing. I know it's being received well. Steam, IGN, like PC Gamer, like all those things are recording it way high. Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement so far. Like we'll see, once I really dive into it, which we will. But yeah, so far, man, this thing is it's a banger for me.
There's something about Hades. They always nail that level of quality you never expect.
Yeah.
Especially when you got so used to lesser quality games while you were waiting for Hades 2.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you feel the same way,
dude.
Josh.
Everybody, I made a kind of a big thing about where Hades 2, I had like zero hype for it, right?
Same.
I did not play the early access at all because I said I want to save for the full game. And then we got closer to the full game release, and it was like, and I even said, I don't really see a lot of people talking about this. Like, what's going on here? Guys, that was a dumb thing for me to do. Because let's be honest, man. Number one, Hades was fantastic, and dare I say Hades 2 is better. Is better than Hades 1 in my opinion. So spoiler, because we are going to deep dive it, but I'm just telling people right now, I have been playing it every chance I get, and that feels like it's not enough, number one. And then it has exceeded every expectation that I had for what they could do with the sequel to Hades. And I feel like an idiot now for not being more hyped about this game. But at the same time, it's kind of nice to kind of just go, well, I'm going to play it and then go, oh my gosh, like I am having a blast playing this game. And it just keeps getting better. Like Ryan, like I'm 14 hours in and I was like you know, where it's like, okay, this is cool. And then bro, the more I play it, the better this game gets, man.
Yeah. I'm loving it, dude. Like I'm only like 5 hours in because I've been crazy busy. But like I'm loving how they were able to bring in references to Greek mythology that we didn't get in the first game, and how the blessings are even though they're the same, they're also different. So it's like, oh, I love this game.
No, it looks cool. I love you're able to get that kind of multiple skill set. You're not stuck with one attack right away. Immediately you have multiple ways to attack these enemies, AoE attacks, direct attacks, heavy attacks. Like you have kind of multitude you can pull from. So is this like I haven't looked too much into it, but is this launch or is this still early access or
this is official?
No,
launch.
this is the full.
So this is the full game.
Okay, so Josh, isn't it nice to not sit in a dumb early access game, dude? This is why
that's why I refuse.
Give us the game. I don't want early access. I don't want us to be your guinea pigs while we try to figure it out. If you want to do some beta tests here and there for a few people, that's fine. But just launch the game. Early access for a year and a half is so dumb, dude. I'm so sick of it. And I really wish they would quit. But there's something to be said about just getting a game when it's launched and you have the full access to the game and it is done, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or you could just be like me and just not play the early access.
That's what I did.
That
I just abstained from the early access.
Yeah, because I didn't play and I'm with you, Ryan. I'm not saying that I love early access, but like there are games that come out where I go, I'm not playing this game until it's fully released because I am that interested in just the full experience.
What?
So I'm
self-control.
With you, if I only had like
self-control,
if I only
no
had
way.
like a couple levels. Then it's like, yes, if I only had a few levels to play and then I had to put it down and then come back to it, it would feel different to me. But this is, I am a kid in a candy store right now, dude, because everything I find, all the new levels, the new skills, the new weapons, like all this stuff is just building and building. And I keep just going like, it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, I agree. And we're not going to go too in depth with it all. This is just our first impressions, what we think. But I will say, yet another indie sequel better than Silk Songs. So
clip that. Clip that.
We're putting that on the internet. It's time Ace takes some heat.
Yeah.
I'm already taking heat.
I don't want to be the one always taking all the heat.
I'm already taking heat for having to try the Last Judge 50 times.
This casual.
Right?
I love when they call Josh a casual.
I know, right? Calling us noobs and casuals.
So hard.
Bro, okay, let's compare. I don't. It's look. You don't feed the trolls. That's the real.
Never
that's
no,
the real
feed them. It feeds the algorithm.
Never feed the trolls.
Feed the trolls.
It does feed the. I just want to start replying to everybody that says something stupid and just be like, "Thank you for your hateful comment that feeds our algorithm."
Yeah.
Like, that's and because then what do? They have to say something, right? But then you're like, I just trapped you in realizing that like you're helping us out here, and they're like, wait a minute. Yeah, and then they're like, if you respond, you're helping us, and if you don't respond, your head's gonna explode. So, like, which one's it gonna be?
Yeah, it's funny, dude.
Yeah.
You trap them in like a rock and a hard place situation.
It's a wild place, man. It's a wild place.
But now we are moving on to the main focus of this indie, which was community suggested indies, which we love to involve our community in things we do. I love getting indie suggestions from people. Even if I've never spoken to you in our Discord before, if you DM me an indie suggestion, I'll probably check it out.
Yeah.
I can't say the same for these two chuckleheads, but for me at least.
No, I would.
Like,
as goofy as it sounds, one of my favorite pastimes is just like watching trailers for games.
Mm-hmm.
And I can usually tell within the first like 30 seconds where I'm like, yeah, nope, that's not for me.
Yeah.
Nope.
Pixels.
But then there's times where I'm like, okay, well, this game actually looks kind of cool. But yeah, I like watching trailers, man. So I love when people share stuff. We have an entire channel in our Discord server for just like posting game trailers and game recommendations and stuff like that for people. So, I mean, number one, if you're not in our Discord server, you should be. The link is in the episode description. So it's literally like 2 clicks, one to open your screen and one to join the Discord server. So for all you lazy people out there, we got you. But yeah, and so all of these suggestions came from members of our community.
And me, because I'm also a member of our community. So
That's true. Wait, do I get to make a
I was going to say, I
suggestions?
didn't get nothing. What?
next time.
Oh,
I'm sure you
okay.
just missed. I'm sure you just
yeah.
missed the
Important
email.
enough.
You just missed the email. I'm sure
okay.
it was, probably in your spam folder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're starting off with a game called Nun Holy, which is a Hades-like, where you play as nuns. I will say, bustier nuns, and you hunt vampires. It has a anime art style, but it is a very solid Hades-like. Like we see a lot of cheap imitations. This is not one of them. This is actually a really fun game.
I remember you showing me this trailer, Ace, and you kind of even went, I'm not sure that this trailer fits like, the vibe. But then I watched the trailer and I went, look, so these are, they're nuns. They're very well endowed nuns. So it's like, there you go. But that's it. Apart from that, obvious visual art style. Bro, you're right. This game looks great.
It's
they
fantastic.
have like 3 different characters that you can be. It's snappy. There's a bunch of different moves. I mean, this isn't on the level of Hades, but it's like it actually looks fairly decent, man. And you're taking on the undead and vampires and stuff like that, which I think is cool. Yes. So apart from the just silly,
there's no way around it.
the silly physics of the characters themselves, like this actually looks like a very neat, well done kind of Hades clone-ish type game.
You watch your mouth. I'm gonna have none of it.
No,
Josh, don't not
like
respond to that. Don't
you didn't like the game, right?
No, I did. What? What I was gonna say, it did give me, along the lines of Hades, and stuff like that, but also like the atmosphere in the world reminded me of the OG Diablo 2. It's like old like Diablo 2 Hellzone, or any of those kind of areas. Like, so it does have a cool kind of top-down like look to it. The gameplay looks neat. Like, it looks like something kind of not unique, but something enjoyable. So, it's not, horrible. I mean, it's very positive reviews on Steam. I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. But it's got a really killer soundtrack too. I will say the music in this game is absolutely banging.
That makes a difference, dude. Music in a game makes a big deal.
Oh, it absolutely does. Ryan, I think you're kind of on point with this. We kind of mentioned Hades, but honestly, because they do show off this in the trailer where it's like they have full inventory and equipment slots. So I would say it probably is a little bit more like Diablo in that regard. I think the gameplay, because I'm not seeing like loot spilling out of these creatures or anything. So I think, it probably has more of the combat of Hades, but I think there are more of those like RPG elements.
Almost like a mix.
That would lend it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and plus the inventory is a cache system similar to Resident Evil 4, which is cool.
Yeah, which I like.
I love that system. It's so satisfying. I love that system. Moving on to an actual community member, Jake with endoparasitic. I know Ryan already has
Jake,
things.
what's wrong with you?
You both have things to say about this one.
You know we love you, Jake. We love you, buddy, but what what's wrong with you, Jake?
I've gone golfing with Jake when he's been in town. I've spent some time with him. I went to his son's birthday. We went bowling. I love Jake. Dude, who hurt you, man? What is this game? What is this game, dude?
Well, I'll tell you what this game is.
Go ahead, let us know.
It is a horror game, a pixel horror game, where you play as a researcher who had 3 of your limbs ripped off, and you'll be crawling around this research facility, solving puzzles, fighting parasites, and trying to stop yourself from being infected. And you have to do everything one step at a time because you only got one hand. Like, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, dude, this game looks weird. This game looks really weird. You guys crawling around with one arm. It's like Ryan was doing the motion. It's like you stretch it out and then you pull yourself forward. but then there's enemies coming. At some point, you get a shotgun. And so now it's like you shoot an enemy that's coming towards you, but then the screen has a little mini game where you have to pull the shells out and then you got to put the shells back in. Like there are some neat little mini game elements to what I saw, but dude, what is this game, man? Like, why would anybody want to just slowly crawl around with one arm?
I don't know, man. It's a horror game. You're not supposed to enjoy like what's happening to you.
The horror
Usually
would
it's
be
something
playing
pretty
this.
bad has happened.
The horror would be playing this game.
The horror is the actual gameplay.
It's the gameplay
itself,
itself.
I think, on
At one
this
point too,
man.
he's got a shotgun, a pistol, a crossbow, and then I think another gun on his back, and he's got one arm. Like
Yeah,
what is?
Yeah.
He's crawling around. Like, what do you want him to do? Like, you want him to stand up? You don't have
Bleed
legs.
out and die like nature intended,
Yeah, I
dude.
was
He
gonna
lost
say, just
3 of
give
his
up, man.
limbs. What do you?
Yeah, but he's been infected by the parasite, so that's keeping him alive, I guess.
my
I
God.
So less reason to continue on, man. Like bro,
This
you're
is
infected
the
now.
end.
Give up.
Grr.
Yes, you know.
you have to use a lot less bullets now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake. It's an interesting find, my friend, but this one did not.
Hey, there's something
I
out
just
there
kept
for
shaking
everybody,
my head.
man. There's something,
Yeah.
there's something for everyone.
You know what? It's got good reviews, so I'll at least give it that. But I think if it was done in a more fun way, the restriction could really make the tension part of the game. But
Put him on like a skateboard
Wait, you're
or
saying
something.
that,
Like he can
Oh.
roll around.
skateboard.
dude? That's like the ultimate. Is that like the ultimate quest in this
He
game?
can like zoom around with his one arm.
Like you forget the shot, but he just go in a circle.
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
If
You don't- you can't-
if you can only like go to one side, man. You know.
I'm just picturing the guy on in Toy Story, the original Toy Story that was zooming around.
Yeah.
All right,
If
gents,
only.
we'll get right
Oh,
back
man.
to community picks after a little break. All right, we are back with another indie from our community. This one coming from Jigglepuf, called Slots and Daggers. This is the second roguelike slot machine game I've seen this year.
What is going on in the world? Yes. We had Balatro, and now everybody's going, well, I can't just use cards. So what's another? Pretty soon we're gonna have like roguelike roulette going on.
Anything could be a
You know, where
roguelike, man.
Yeah. Oh man, the wheel's gonna have like blood dripping on it. You know, it's gonna have like a if you spin the skull, then you die. Kind of like actually, guys, can we copyright this?
I'm
right
not.
now?
I was gonna
I
say
think technically there is a roguelike roulette called Buckshot Roulette. It actually,
Oh wait,
it
wait,
exists.
is that roulette?
That-
It is. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the name, so I think it's roulette.
What are we doing, people? Come on.
there's so many.
And we don't have anything for craps.
I was okay. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like,
in the casino.
you give me some
man.
sort of roguelike craps, and we're just like throwing bones, baby.
You know why? Because people don't understand how to play
Yeah,
craps.
that's
That's why they're like, I don't know. This is too complicated.
I don't know,
See a
people
crap,
would
bet a
rather
crap.
go up
That's
to a
all you need
slot
to know.
machine and pull
Yeah.
the lever down, see what happens.
Oh my gosh.
I just like I haven't seen a whole lot of roguelike slot machine games, but if I had a nickel for every one I'd seen, I'd have 2 nickels, and it's weird it happened twice.
Am I weird that I don't think this game looks that bad?
No,
man?
it looks great. It looks fine. Like I could definitely see just sitting there playing this for a few hours. Like this is fun. I just get to kill things by pulling the lever.
I like the fact that it is kind of leaning into this almost like turn-based combat where you are fighting monsters with this slot machine, and then your spins of the slot machine affect the outcome.
Yeah, yeah.
And they even show that like you can get new reels as like power-ups, and there's attacks and blocks and defense, and then like coins, you get more coins to spend. And it's like, this is a weird RPG-ish combat game that kind of works in this trailer. Like, I am oddly curious about this one.
I am too, honestly, dude. Like, I didn't pick up the other slot machine
Right, it's
game,
like, you guys are
Clover
nuts.
Pit. I didn't pick up Clover Pit, but
You
this
guys
one I
are
might have
no.
to.
This is what happens when it, like you came installed on your computer and your internet's out, and you're like, oh, I really want to play a video game. I'm gonna play this. This is all I have to play. So
are
I'm
you
gonna sit
equating this to solitaire?
Yes, this is solitaire or the pinball or anything else that's like come pre-installed on your computer or your phone, because you can't play anything else. I will tell you right now, I love you, Jiggle. Jiggle knows I love them. I will never, ever even look at this game after today.
We're 2 for 2 on community members.
I'm sorry, people. I love you, but we got to be real. We got to be real.
Fair enough. Hey, we're real here. We're honest.
I
we
don't
give
think
our
this
opinions.
game looks terrible. I could see
It's
this
a
game
slot
actually
machine.
being fun.
Like you're fighting enemies.
That
what
is
do you
true.
mean?
But I was about to say it depends on, is it just literally like left click the slot machine and then see what happens? Like, because if that's the game mechanic is you just left click, that would get old pretty quick.
It
But if
doesn't look
there's
like
like
that.
builds and like stats,
It looks like you may have to like
kind of activate.
click some attacks or click different weapons and
Yeah,
stuff.
it seems like it's a timing thing from what I was looking at.
Oh, well, that's even better.
And you get crits if you can get 3 in a row, things like that. I was like, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. And I'm sure
it's
there's
weird 'cause
modifiers.
I hate RNG in combat, so this might really bother me. But then at the same time, it's a slot machine, so it's like my brain kind of expects the RNG
Exactly.
at that point. Yeah, so I don't know what to
Then it
think
accepts
now.
it.
Kind of
You're
just
like,
accept it.
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. RNG on a slot. It's cool.
All right. Moving on to the lift. Supernatural Handyman Simulator. This was shown to me by Shimigo, but this was also sent to me by like everyone in our Discord who
Oh,
loves
really?
indies.
It's because this game looks really good.
This game looks incredible. You play as a handyman in this rundown sort of research center trying to bring it back, and there's like creepy sci-fi horror things hiding in here that you have to deal with. I just think it's really neat, honestly. I can't think of anything to really equate it to.
It's like a puzzle game almost.
It's very much
that,
a puzzle
Like
game.
that's the vibe I got from this. Is it's very puzzle based, but the graphics are really good. It's got a neat style to it. I am actually really interested in this one because the trailer just shows off enough to get me really interested in the gameplay part of this. I like puzzle games. I don't want necessarily 100% puzzles like Myst or something like that.
Yeah.
But like this game looks like it incorporates puzzles naturally into what you are doing. I don't know what the overall goal of this is. All I know is like this is probably the best looking game of the bunch, to where it's like, okay, like I could see myself actually buying this game and playing it at some point.
Yeah, honestly, me too. And the trailer almost looks like stop motion with how the graphics look and how it's all animated, how it moves. It's super
Really neat
satisfying.
visuals to it.
Yeah,
Big
I
time.
really love
this.
it.
This is actually one that I'm not a big on like card games or and I like puzzles, but my favorite puzzles are like in the mix of an action RPG or something like that, where I can use it with the flow of the game. But I did genuinely like drive some interest from this, from what I saw. So yeah, everything looks cool. It looks unique. The way the top down is, where you can kind of see all the rooms and plan ahead and try to coordinate. Everything about it looks pretty neat and unique. So, like you said, Josh, this is probably my favorite out of the bunch from what I've seen.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's definitely the best looking graphically. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's real
truly
pretty.
stands on its own when it comes
Really
to that.
cool look, really cool art style for sure.
Moving towards one that Ryan just said he's not excited for. Deck of Haunts, which was suggested to us by Morgo, our good buddy who loves asymmetricals just like me, and especially loves horror games. This is a card-based roguelike game where you play as a sentient haunted house, and you have to sort of try to basically scare the daylights of the people exploring the building without letting them get to the center of the heart and taking you down. Basically, it's just, what is that? It's called a tower defense. It's a tower defense game.
Yeah, I love tower defense. I like roguelike card games. I'd never heard or seen this game before, but I'm oddly curious about this one too, because it's like it kind of checks the boxes for things that like Josh likes as far as like games to just pass time with. Like they show different card combos, so
Yeah.
you're setting up the interplay between which cards you play and in which order you play them. You have these rooms of a house that you're trying to like haunt and trap and rearrange and stuff like that. So there's the strategy elements there on how you're going to, take care of, the house and stuff like that. So this one, I did not think I was going to like, but then by the end of this trailer, I was kind of like, I can actually see kind of playing this one, man. It's the card mechanics. It's the card mechanics that do it. The fact that you're playing them on various rooms in this like mansion and you can see the humans that are walking through and exploring and trying to like find things is kind of a neat aspect to me. So it's different enough in an oversaturated genre, which is the roguelike card games, that I think there's something there with this one, man.
This one definitely looks like it stands out on its own, especially like with this kind of setting and idea it's going here with the haunted house instead of just like wizards or something that we've seen a million times. I really appreciate when games can do things like that. What about you, Ryan? I know you love card games.
I've never been the biggest on those card games. I mean, it looks unique. It looks different. Would it be something that I would maybe try? I might try a demo and kind of see how it vibes with me. Because, I mean, I love within a game, like playing these styles of games or card games. But, like, just as a whole, as a game on itself, has never been my big kind of thing that I'm drawn to. But, yeah, this one's definitely unique. Like, if you like this style, I think you'll enjoy this game.
Yeah, it's like, what would you equate it closely to, Josh? Like, if you like this game, you'd like this one.
I mean, honestly, any kind of roguelike card game. I think like that is at its base, that is what this game is. The kind of shtick on this one is just that you are trying to control these rooms in this house. So you play the cards on the rooms to then affect the humans that may find that room or are in that room, kind of thing. So I mean, tower defense and roguelike card game, those are two genres I really find to be fun. So this game could wind up being way better than I think it might be if it does both well.
See, I like tower defense, but I've never been a big card game guy. But like, you know, maybe with the mix, if it's not too crazy on the card stuff and like you can really set up with your tower defense stuff, like.
Have you ever played Slay the Spire, Ryan?
No.
Dude, I can see, okay, you say you don't like them, but I think if you played like some of the better roguelike card games, I could see you like really getting into them just because as much as I know you like Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, where it's mindless, right? It's a chill, like sit sideways at your desk, put your feet up and just play this game while you're just chilling, kind of watching a football game or something like that. Yeah. Like there is definitely a place for those. And I feel like if you played the right one, you'd be like, okay, I'm in. Like, I get it. I don't have to do a whole lot of attention. I don't have to focus a whole lot on this, but yet I still get to play something and like do it like that. It's like a chill game, man. They fit like they have a purpose in gaming. And it's not that you can't just sit down and focus on it, but like they're nice to have, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the only card-based roguelike I've ever really dove into is Inscription. I'll be real. That's the only like.
Yeah, you need to play like Slay the Spire.
I do. I definitely need to get to Slay the Spire because I've heard it a million times. Everyone says it's so good, and you know the second one's coming.
You're gonna be like, yeah. You're going to be like, I can't believe I was missing out on this. And now all of a sudden you got a whole new genre that has 80,000 games in that genre.
That's just what he needs, another genre.
Oh, just what I need, more games. There's not enough games out this year, guys. I don't have enough to play. Let me just throw Slay the Spire on that stack too. All right, we're going to finish this off with possibly the other best-looking game on our list here, which is Jump Space, which was provided to us by Bullet. He DM'd me. He was like, the game is on sale this week. You guys absolutely need to talk about it. Or it's called Jump Ship
this
now,
game.
But it used to be called Jump Space. And I think we've talked about it a little bit before.
We have talked about this game. We've covered it at least once before, maybe twice on like just some normal Twig episodes or something. I don't know why they had to change the name.
I don't know.
To Jump Space instead. Jump Ship is like trademarked or something. Like, okay.
Yeah.
But this is a 4-player co-op space simulator where you pile up on a ship. You can walk on the outside of the ship. Each person can man different stations in the ship. You go to these quests. You exit the ship. You fight a bunch of enemies. You get gear and loot and things like that. And then you bring it back to the ship to upgrade your ship, your characters, your weapons. I mean, that's a fantastic gameplay loop. I played the demo on this when it was available.
Oh.
It's a very well done game. Like, honestly, now I will say this, the demo, I was really excited for I'm going to try to call it Jump Space, but my brain keeps saying Jump Ship still. But I was really excited for this one because this seemed like a super fun 4-player co-op game that you can play with your friends. Mm-hmm. The demo didn't wow me, but I was also only playing solo. But at the same time, it's very well done. There's a ton of content. The gameplay loop is very enjoyable. Like, this is one where if you have 2 or 3 friends to play with, I could see people having a lot of fun. Like, think single player Wildgate. If
Okay,
people are familiar with
thank you.
Wildgate,
That's what I was thinking about was Wildgate.
Okay, we're all on the same page because that's exactly what I was going to say when you were done, Josh, is that to me, this looks like a more open and detailed Wildgate to where you can do a little bit more than the Wildgate game. But it's got that extra kind of flair to it. So yeah, no, that's...
And it's all PvE. There's no PvP in this game, which I thought was weird at first because I thought it was going to be a PvEVP game, but then it's just PvE, which I don't know that detracts from it, but that's...
I love that we were all thinking the same thing, dude.
Oh yeah, we were all just like,
I was like, wait,
Wildgate.
and I'm like unique. I'm gonna mention Wildgate. They have no idea, dude. Like, and then Josh is like, yeah, Wildgate, and Ace is like, oh yeah, totally. Dang it, dang it. No, this is...
It's almost like we do this podcast
it's
together
almost,
a lot,
yeah,
guys.
it's almost like we know what we're thinking.
Yeah.
I know, this looks cool. Some of the map stuff almost looks like Helldivers, too, like where you can kind of uniquely pick where you're going to go and stuff. So, it's a cool-looking game. And it's only, what is it, $20? Yeah, $19.99.
Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah.
I believe it's only in early access right now, but it is aiming for a full release soon. But
yeah, Ryan's dying.
we lost him.
We've killed
That's
him.
all it
But
took.
Honestly, this is another one. Like, here's the thing. I was very excited for this game, played the demo, just kind of fell off a little bit, but then we're flooded with games right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is one where when it releases in full access, I can see this game being a banger to where they actually improve
Tune it
and
up.
make it fun
Yeah.
with your friends.
Yep.
I could see us
Yes,
coming back
exactly,
to it.
to where it's like, guys, we got to go play. Like, we got to go play some Jump Space.
I would love to know why they had to change the name. I really would, because Jump Ship was so much better of a name.
Yeah, maybe that's a movie or I don't know. Who knows?
But yeah, that is all the games for this one. All right, I will do another community one. Do not worry, you did not miss out. But I want to thank everyone so much for their suggestions. Be sure to let us know in the comments. Let me know. I will probably put it to a doc for later. And yes, your name will go in there, even if it's a Spotify comment, whatever. But thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to rate the show and leave us a nice little review. 5 stars if you can. We have a Discord with some of the best gamers in the world that you are missing out on if you're not interacting with them on a daily basis. Quite frankly, our Discord brightens my life when I have to go into our socials and deal with the comment section.
It does. It is, man. Whew. Man, thank goodness for all the awesome gamers that are out there too. They do exist, people, and they're all in our Discord server.
Real
And
quick, trademark issues and complications with the original title. So that was the issue for the name change.
So it was it, yeah.
Yeah, it was
okay.
trademark
Well,
stuff.
We got it.
yeah,
We
yeah,
were
you,
right for once, guys.
you nailed it, Josh. Look at that.
Yeah, look at us.
Don't
we
worry.
got something
What else
right.
would it have been? There's like, let's
I don't
do
know, but
something
we
else.
still got it
Let's
something
just
right, Ryan.
change it, you know?
Come on, man.
And if you want to go that extra mile and show us some support, we do have a Patreon where you could join as little as $5 a month. We have incredible pre-shows that you do not want to miss. I promise you that. But that's all for this one. Until next time, happy gaming.
See ya!
All right. See you, everybody.